Again this year, not quite as
they're off on the run to the first fence. The Colm Quinn BMW Handicap chase is graded 2.5 miles, and many rising together. We're Adamantly Chosen and Convenience Light Keeper. The King of PRS on the inside of Adamantly Chosen, improving is Sedan to head them off. Handy is fighting fifth, and then So Scottish as they turn in for fences 2 and 3. Sedan has taken it up from Adamantly Chosen, and the white cap is fighting fifth. Alongside is So Scottish. The near side, also in a white cap, is Blue Lord the top weight. Heading for fence 3, Sedan in front by over 2 lengths to Adamantly Chosen. Improving up to them is Blue Lord in between horses So Scottish, and then the King of PRS. Indiana Jones is next, and then fighting fifth, and Mars Harper. Then comes last year's winner, Let's Go Champ. It's followed by Light Keeper. Now 2/3 of the way down the field is in company with Riaan, and then Visionarian, James de Berlais, and Grange Walk. Heading uphill to fence number 4, another 11 left, and it is Sedan with improving in the start cap. It's So Scottish as they make the bend at the top of the course. In third place is Blue Lord, who's followed by Adamantly Chosen, the King of PRS, as they turn to the next fence at the top of the course. And it is So Scottish leading on the approach, Sedan, with now 2 to 3 lengths between the pair. Nice and handy is Blue Lord, and then Adamantly Chosen, the King of PRS, fighting fifth. Shuffled back on the inside of Indiana Jones, and then Let's Go Champ. And Riaan is next, followed by Mars Harper. It is So Scottish, Nathan Kelly. Now being followed by Blue Lord, and big race winner Paul Townend. On the inside is Sedan and Alex Harvey. Adamantly Chosen is next as they go to the first of 2 ditches. So Scottish, followed by Blue Lord, Sedan. And then Adamantly Chosen, the King of PRS, Indiana Jones, and fighting fifth, followed by Riaan, second of the 2 at the bottom of the course. And it's So Scottish building up a sizable 5-length advantage over Blue Lord and Sedan. They're together second and third as they swing a right to head to the 3 fences down the far side. The Colm Quinn BMW Handicap chase over 2.5 miles, and gone further away from the field is So Scottish, followed by Sedan, Blue Lord, Adamantly Chosen, the King of PRS, and then Indiana Jones. They're well inside the halfway stage, another 6 fences left to jump. Labouring at the tail end of the field is Mars Harper. It is So Scottish with the 6th last fence. Into it, safely over from Blue Lord. Sedan next, and then Adamantly Chosen, and the King of PRS as they've 1 more fence left to jump in the back straight. This will be 5 out. So Scottish a long way clear from Blue Lord, over a remote second. Sedan third, then Adamantly Chosen, the King of PRS. Indiana Jones has got a reminder, and then fighting fifth. Riaan and Mars Harper, Let's Go Champ, well back, then Light Keeper, James de Berlais, Grange Walk, and tailing off as Visionarian. 5 furlongs to run and 4 fences left to jump. Can So Scottish keep it up? Second place is Blue Lord, and then Sedan and Adamantly Chosen. Little has changed up ahead, and then the King of PRS being pulled up as Visionarian. So Scottish over the 4th last, still with a useful looking advantage over Blue Lord, and Sedan shaken up in third. That Adamantly Chosen, the King of PRS, coming to the fence at the point at which they started. It's 3 from the finish, and it's So Scottish from Blue Lord out wide. Sedan is losing third to Adamantly Chosen, brushing through 3 out. So Scottish, but still has a commanding advantage over Adamantly Chosen, who's moved off in pursuit, second, 8 lengths back. Riaan has moved into third, and then the King of PRS and James de Berlais from a long way back. Blue Lord is all but pulled up in line for the last 2 fences, and it is So Scottish with a vastly reduced advantage over Adamantly Chosen and Riaan. After Riaan is James de Berlais, followed then by the King of PRS. They've one fence left to jump. And the picture is beginning to change. And it is James de Berlais who's come right up through the field. Is confidently ridden here. Is over the last from Riaan and Adamantly Chosen. Stopping is So Scottish, followed then by the King of PRS. But it is James de Berlais. It's a day of peaches and cream for Willie Mullins. That's the fifth. James de Berlais most comfortably from Riaan, close for the third.
Another one for Willie Mullins, another one for Simon Munir and Isaac Swade, and this time it's their retained jockey JJ Slevin in the plate. Paul Townend went with Blue Lord, but it was the horse who fared the better of that duo in the Topham Trophy last time, who once again has done much the best here, and he's cantered into contention, Don, and this time around he hasn't really had to come off the bridle, just scoots away up the running.
He's such a likeable horse, Gary, isn't he? He often travels well into his races. He was only just beaten in the Topham Chase last year. He ran really well in the Topham Chase again this year. And yeah, he just moved into his race easily on the JJ Slevin. So Scottish set a searing pace up front. He came just coming to an end at the second last fence. James de Berlais on the far side stayed on really well without JJ Slevin having to get too serious with him. And yeah, he was the lesser fancied of the two Simon Munir and Isaac Swade horses, but he's done it really nicely, and he's a horse who often runs well in defeat. He hasn't won since he won his beginner's chase at Ferryhouse on New Year's Day 2023, but he's put it all together today.
Yes, that's it. Just a one win in 4.5 years or so prior to this for James de Berlais, but loads and loads of good runs in defeat. Often earns connections to nice prize money, and he's got his day in the sun today. He's still well out the back as we joined him here. So Scottish really did threaten to blow the race apart. Don looks as though maybe he's done a bit too much down the end too soon.
That seems through the way, Gary. At this point you were thinking, has he got enough in hand in order to be able to last all the way home? And you can see Aidan Kelly having a look around and maybe trying to get a breather into him, but it wasn't really until they turned for home that the stress signals started to go out. But JJ Slevin, fair play to him, what a patient ride. He's so far behind there. He's obviously cognizant of the fact that they've gone fast up front. He's happy to just allow his horse move into the race without panicking, without going the leaders so far in front. And he had a lot of ground to make up there, but he's made it up gradually. He switched towards the inside in the home stretch, just turning for home here now. He's still travelling, so Scottish is coming back to them. Riaan has run a big race as well, stays on towards the near side, but it's James de Berlais on the far side who's travelled home the stronger.
That's it. I think from that point on, JJ Slevin would have known So Scottish had shot his bolt, and Adamantly Chosen was the one he was probably putting a target on. Here's where he elects to take the initiative, going down to the final fence. Riaan was giving chase at that stage. He's run very well, another likeable performer, but James de Berlais just floats away up the run in there under a hand ride and scores pretty decisively. And there's Daryl Jacob with Isaac Swade, man who rode this horse a nice bit earlier on in his career. Another look at the closing stages. So Scottish, the tank just starting to empty on him at this stage, falling back into the lap of Adamantly Chosen. Riaan and the eventual winner. A lovely prize to win. Connections have had to be patient with him, Don, as I say, but they'd already had a terrific day with Jasmine DeVoe winning, and an old favourite like this guy, that'll mean plenty, I'm sure.
And as you said earlier on, though, he's picked up lots of prize money. He's run big races and big handicap chases without having without getting his head in front. Like he's run big races in that big handicap chase at Leopardstown. He ran a massive race in the Topham Chase last year. He ran well
all over that day, didn't he? He looked home for all money.
Yeah, he looked home, but he just kind of weakened on the run. It's a long old run at an entry, as we know, on the Grand National Course. And Punchestown probably suits him, Gary. It's a downhill run. You know, it's not that stiff a finish. It's not as stiff a finish as Leopardstown. It's not as long a finish as Aintree, and I suppose the fast pace that So Scottish set, and the fact that the others kind of did a lot of the chasing and he was just allowed to mosey